If you're a Patreon supporter, you can watch this video ad-free at the Patreon page. To become a Patreon supporter, please go to patreon.com/TJR the original. Whether you're a Patreon supporter or not, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey everybody, this is TJR. Last weekend I did an unboxing video of the recent Blu-ray reissue of Batman the Animated Series. This was just one of those videos where I just kind of show you what's inside, give you a look at everything. A number of people asked me if I would do a more in-depth review on this Blu-ray release, and so that's going to be this video right here. I want to stress this is not an analysis of the TV series itself. This is a review of this Blu-ray set, what you get, what you don't get, my thoughts on everything. So I needed about a week to kind of delve into everything. I did not watch every single episode, that would be impossible, but I did watch selected episodes throughout its 3 seasons just to get an idea of the quality of the high definition release and see how it compared to the previous DVD release. So I'll also be discussing some other aspects of the set as well. But first, let's just do a quick little summary. The actual package that has the Blu-ray disc features all 3 seasons of the TV series. It also features the 2 movies that are set in the same continuities as the series, Mask of the Phantasm and Sub-Zero. Of course, now I feel silly about purchasing Mask of the Phantasm on Blu-ray when it came out roughly about a year or so ago, because it is included now with this deluxe set here. The original Blu-ray release was completely anemic of any bonus features, and it's the same thing as the Blu-ray that's included on this edition as well. The Blu-ray release of Sub-Zero, however, does include every single Mr. Freeze episode from the series, which of course you already have here, but it's duplicated on the disc as well. It also includes the one Mr. Freeze episode from the Batman Beyond series entitled Meltdown. That's kind of a neat thing. So let's talk about the upgrade quality from standard definition to Blu-ray. I'll say it right off the bat, the difference in quality is immediately noticeable. You have not seen the series look this good before. I think you're going to be very happy with how it looks. However, though, I noticed as I watched it, at first I was a little unsure because everything is so much more clear now. The colors are so much more vibrant. And one of the things I liked about especially the first season of the series was the kind of murky darkness to it. This takes away some of that murkiness. However, I feel I adapted quickly and began to realize, yeah, this is much better. Now, the 2 movies, Sub-Zero and Mask of the Phantasm, also look good, but I didn't notice anything particularly obviously different between the Blu-ray release of Mask of the Phantasm and the version here. Of course, I didn't expect to. There was, however, a noticeable difference between my DVD copy of Sub-Zero and, of course, the Blu-ray in this current release. Now, in my unboxing video, I also expressed a certain amount of concern about what exactly I would get from the download code that would be included with the set. There had already been some pre-release rumors that the download would only be in standard definition. And I also wondered, would I get the 2 movies as well? So it was disappointing to discover that the download only gave you the TV episodes alone, none of the movies, and only in standard definition. However, though, sometime during the week, I got an email from Vudu, and they stated that they had made a deal with Warner Brothers, and that the download of the TV show that I had received would be upgraded to high definition, and that the 2 movies would be included as well, and they said also in high definition. So that was an unexpected surprise and a very welcome surprise. Now, if you've previously owned the original DVD set, you'll be happy to hear that all the bonus features and commentary tracks from that original set are also included in this reissuing. Now, in addition, there is a separate bonus disc that features all new material. At the heart of this disc is a documentary entitled The Heart of Batman. It is a feature-length documentary, and it is not a fluff piece. It is broken up into 2 parts, and there is even a musical interlude intermission that is designed to show off the brilliant score by Shirley Walker. The total runtime of both of these is about roughly an hour and 30 minutes. The first half goes into depth into the impact the series had on TV animation, by first looking at where TV animation was in the 1980s leading into the 1990s when the show premiered. It discusses the dark place that most animators felt that TV animation was in prior to the series, the restrictive nature of what could and couldn't be shown on TV animation at that time, and also it goes into depth into how much the show's creative team had to push against what was allowable in TV animation for that time period, and also brings up the fact that the series managed to get a woman, Avery Coburn, who was with the broadcast standards and practices, and how she was actually got on their side with this series and was championing the series, and how she was the unsung hero of the series, and that without her in their court, the series might not have ended up the way it did. It also goes at great length as to how the involvement of Steven Spielberg at Warner Animation indirectly helped to facilitate the creation of the series. And then, of course, there was the success of the 1989 Tim Burton Batman film. Now, that first half runs about 30 minutes. The second half runs for an hour. And this second half is where it really goes all out into pretty much everything you could ever want to know about the making of this series. And it features interviews with just about everybody who worked on the series. It doesn't just cobble together older interviews. Both parts 1 and 2 feature brand new interviews with pretty much everyone involved in the making of the series. This documentary, The Heart of Batman, was put together with a lot of love and care about people who cared about the series. It showcases just how much everybody involved cared about making it back when the series was in production. And I think it is everything that a fan of this show could want from a documentary about the series. On a personal note, I'll add the following. Over the years, I have read a lot about this series, ever since it was first, premiered on television. And so oftentimes I've read so much that when I do watch some of these bonus features, I end up hearing about a lot of stuff that I was already aware of, just recontextualized. So it's great to say that I actually learned a lot of things about the series from this documentary feature that I hadn't known before. The second bonus feature on this extra disc is as short as The Heart of Batman is long. It's entitled Concepting Harley Quinn. While it is listed as a new feature, it features some clearly, obviously older footage of Paul Dini discussing the creation of the character. It's just a very short little featurette, and I'm assuming it was never featured on the original DVD releases. So, nitpicks. Only one really. This package, this book here that's slipcased, which is gorgeous looking, I have to admit, it is very difficult to get the discs out of these sleeves here. It takes a bit of effort and tugging to get them out. I am hoping that in time it will loosen a little bit and it'll be a little bit easier to get the discs out. It's very hard to keep your fingerprints off the actual media side. One thing that I found to be missing from this entire set was the inclusion of Mystery of the Batwoman. They included Mask of the Phantasm, they included Sub-Zero. This motion picture was also part of the continuity of the series, and it is part of the third season redesign version of the series. It makes references to that continuity, and it makes references to the continuity of the sequel series, Batman Beyond. So you can't tell me it's because it wasn't part of the continuity of that show. When Mask of the Phantasm was released on Blu-ray about a year ago, a lot of fans asked why was the HBO special, The Making of Mask of the Phantasm, not included on the set. And I'm going to just have to guess because there must be some rights issue between HBO and Warner Brothers, because it was not included on the version released on this set either. These complaints aside, though, this set was, I thought, well worth the purchase. I was very pleased with the quality, or I should say the improved quality of the episodes. These misgivings aside, I was very pleased overall with this package. I was very pleased with the upgrade in quality on the episodes, and I was very pleased to get a follow-up from Voodoo telling me that my download would now be in high definition. Overall, if you are a fan of this series, this set is a no-brainer as long as you can afford it. It's currently selling on Amazon right now for about roughly 99 bucks. Mine was a little bit less because I pre-ordered it when it was at the lower pre-order price. I have heard that they're supposed to release a non-deluxe edition. That means it won't probably have these Funko figures, and that might be a little bit less, but I haven't seen any word on it. But you might want to hang around if you find this version is too expensive, and just wait. I assume eventually they will come out with a version that doesn't include the same gewgaws that this version did. This is TJR. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, and let me know your thoughts on the set now that you've had a chance to check it out. Would you like to see them do sets on the Superman animated adventures or the Justice League or Justice League Unlimited series? As always, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to click like and subscribe, and be sure to hit that notifications button so you can know when I release new videos. And if you want to help me make videos, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. Patreon supporters get early access to the videos I show here on the channel, and they also get exclusive content. Patreon supporters also take a bigger hand in deciding what directions I might go in the future as far as what kind of videos I do or don't make. This is TJR. I want to thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.